All right, and welcome back to That's Some Cheese, part of the Vendetta Sports Podcast Network. Today is Monday, August 2nd, 2021. And today, producer Alex is on vacation. So we have Kriegs Korner here producing the show. I was actually going to get Courtney Plummer as the guest, but she couldn't make it today. So we'll figure it out maybe another time we have Courtney on. Kriegs Korner, how are you? What's going on?
Good. It's just Monday. Just making it clear. I am just filling in for Alex while he's on vacation. This is nothing permanent. This is just a temporary thing.
Got it.
On the record.
Got it. I actually had one thing pop into my head that kind of just came up. This isn't even necessarily anybody's fault, and some of it's on me, but some of it's on other people. This show's got to be better advertised. Somehow,
all of our shows will be better advertised.
Agreed. But this show, while I'm talking about it, has to be better advertised. I believe we got 60 views on YouTube this week. I mean, it's not world beating. It's not great, but I mean, it's something. I don't advertise it. There's no clips that go out. There's no extra nothing.
You get a few. We got a clip or two a week, but that's
nothing. There was no clips that got done for the show last week or any 2 weeks or I don't know.
I mean, that's why Courtney made the podcast Twitter account for us all to do that. I mean,
I know
it's tough. I mean, Hunter's been helping me out a lot. He's even though I might have to tell him to help Jax now because our video editors are just kind of MIA. But
whenever I just opened up all the internship things today. Whatever social media person we get, somebody has to be in charge of doing this because it's not getting done properly.
Yeah, it's just a social person, and you need there's a bunch of ways you can do it. You can have a social person assigned to each podcast, and then, or you can just have the producers do clips and shit. But then again, you just need more producers and video editors and stuff. So we've been struggling to find, but.
Yeah, but fall's coming, so I think more people will be applying. I think we got six or seven applicants today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Jumping. We'll probably do company stuff for maybe the first half, and then wrap up with baseball, same as last week. What we had with Carl. So I did go to Chad's house this weekend. He had a family barbecue, and he told all you guys to stop messaging me.
Yeah, I got yelled at. Chad yelled at me. And then I apologized to Chad, and he goes, "Don't apologize to me." And I was like, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah, but I went to Chad's barbecue, and his dad, I guess, used to be in the military. Well, I knew that, but he just told these crazy war stories. We're drinking beers, and I'm just hearing all these war stories. It was a good time.
First time you had some beers in a while, right? Since I was there.
Since I saw you, that's the last time I drank.
It's pretty much a month now.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had a good night with that. I had a good night's sleep.
I went to bed at probably 3-4 in the morning, but I slept okay.
Never mind then. You and Chad just the boys back together. You just go hard. You don't stop.
Something like that. The biggest company news thing this week. We had a big meeting. Went over a lot of different things. So, almost the biggest thing for me is I can't be on my phone 12 hours a day. It needed to be addressed. So all the messages that I get back and forth about how this person does this wrong and this person does that wrong, we needed an airing of the grievances. So that's what happened this week.
And grievances were aired. That's for sure.
Many grievances were aired.
But I mean, there's so many different ways obviously every different part of the meeting was different, but there were a lot of obviously good points. The one thing I didn't really get a chance to say during the meeting was that when it comes to everyone airing their grievances and, you kind of just being, you're just the center point of everything. And because there's no after you, there's no true, the order of the chain of command is a little bit hairy after the top.
There is no chain of command.
Exactly. So you just have to deal with every single issue, which is an issue, which is you and I have talked about before, but that's just part of what it is. But I mean, yeah, Kane and Brian fucking volunteered themselves to be middle school guidance counselors. That's God bless them. There's no shot I was taking on any of
That was
those.
the biggest takeaway. Is now Kane Lander and Brian Tan have basically volunteered themselves as the HR department officially.
Well, Brian's always been the HR guy, right?
He's self-anointed HR. He's self-anointed HR, but now he's really HR, I guess, right?
I guess him and Kane are the guys. Kane wears like every different cat here: salesman, blogger, HR now. Does a little bit of it all.
I don't want to say I hate dealing with it, but
No, you hate dealing with us. You hate us.
It comes to a point where it's just too much. Like I'll listen to stuff, I'll hear you guys out, but when it's 80, 90, 100 messages, I can't do it.
What was the longest you've ever not been on your phone? Like how long can you go like without having like you personally have an anxiety attack without your phone?
I mean, I don't really care about my phone at all. It's more so what's going on in the company.
Well, that's the two are linked. No,
like if the company didn't exist, I could be off my phone for 3-4 days and I wouldn't care.
If the company didn't exist and sports didn't exist, what would you be doing?
Good question.
To me, you got like Alaskan fisherman vibes. Like you just be chilling up there, like minding your own business, watching some sports and fucking catching fish.
Probably not. I'm not really into fishing unless I'm drunk. I get too bored.
You fish when you're drunk? You usually like drink while you fish.
Yeah.
No one likes to like be like all fucked up and be like, all right, let's go fishing now. That's not how that works. Because
you know,
you're right, you'd be bored.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now, probably an hour, and I start freaking out.
Yeah, it's longer than I would expect.
Yeah, probably an hour.
Yeah, but in terms of like everyone just like reaching out to you, it's weird because you don't see people every day, so like you don't get a chance to like naturally figure out your like air your grievances with them. Like you don't, I can't be talking to like Carl in the hallway and someone else hears it, and like then we just figure shit out.
Some of these people are just so helpless. Like that's the thing that pisses me off. It's one thing it's almost one thing if people have issues. Like I don't understand how some of these people are so helpless.
What do you mean by helpless?
Like perfect example today. I gotta use the kid as an example. Bryce Gentleman. Listen, we've been trying to plan this free agency stuff for how many days now? 3, 4, 5 days.
It's been a while. Yeah, we knew this was coming.
I mean, we've known this thing has been coming for a while. This kid messages me and he's like, "Hey, do you care if I cover free agency?" It's like, I don't exactly know what that means. Can you explain further? He's like, "Well, I was going to do a piece about some of the guys that sign around 6." He's like, "So you mean to tell me that I've been asking people for 3, 4, 5 days about who's going to be posting during NBA free agency, and you're just over here and you're like, nah, fuck you guys. I'll do my own thing."
You didn't even chime in. Even after you told them, you didn't even chime in. Like, dude.
Some of these people are just so helpless. I should never get those messages ever. And then I get pissed off. And then we do an interview with some random kid and then I kind of lose it on him. It's just the trickle down effect.
Yeah, it's in terms of the interview, it doesn't really matter. The kid probably wasn't going to be successful anyway. But besides the point, it's just like,
I need to stop getting those kind of messages.
Yeah, and just like I think it kind of just goes to like all of our like bloggers and even me included. Like I'm in the NBA chat and I'm in the NBA chat for one reason and one reason only. It's for NBA shorts to help make sure those get arranged and when those get done. We haven't done those in a minute, obviously, because of the off season. However, like I'm seeing these and no one ever speaks up. I mean, of course, it took a lot of kicking and screaming from other people and loud messages the other day, but like it's 6 o'clock now and things are starting to get claimed, but this has been going on for 5-6 days. Like news posts are still content, bread and butter. They need to be up. They need to be going up and shit like that. I think we did a better job at that MLB trade deadline though, that I at least anticipated it was going to be, especially considering that I was gone, Carl was gone, a lot of people were not at their computers.
Evan did a good job. Chris did a couple.
Yeah, Evan did a good job, especially covering the hobby one. Obviously, that would have been right up my alley if I was at my computer, but it is what it is. It's part of.
We definitely did not fail. at the MLB?
No, I think we did well. And I was looking at our MLB category today when I was writing a symbol post, and there was a lot of content from the weekend, which is good because that's what all the attention was been on. I mean, and we missed a few things, and I missed a few things, but it just is what it is.
Yeah. Other stuff from the company meeting?
Nothing else on my end.
Nothing else on your end?
Nothing else on my end. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could say the one other. I said this in general about a week ago, and I didn't get a chance to speak at the meeting. But I just wanted to be like, we're not reading each other's shit. Like, we're really not. It's really bad, and
It pisses me off.
And this has been a kind of a long-term issue because some people probably don't know this, but a few months ago I started to do like a best of blog, and I tried to do like promote our own shit from within the company, and I was like not giving out awards. I was doing like our best stuff of the week. Like, don't you think you would want to know if like you were nominated, like someone where you worked thought you were good or bad at your job, like whatever, and no one was clicking shit, and then you could tell like posts go up, 55 people in general, 52 people in the social media channel, like there should be I'm not saying everyone every time, but I'm saying at least we need to be at least over 50%. That's 26 views every time. That's just not happening.
Yeah.
It's just laziness too. And it's kind of like disrespectful, and it's kind of the way I feel.
We got people that aren't even signed up for Symbol. We got people that aren't signed up for Monkey Knife Fight.
Well, Monkey Knife Fight's a little bit different because every state's different. But yeah, I mean, Symbol, I just think that it's actually there's really no excuse.
No.
If you're at our company and not signed up for Symbol, let me know. I will literally Venmo you money to fucking make your deposit.
We just talked to Cervantes. This kid wasn't signed up for Symbol. Come on, man. And he's like one of my favorite people.
Yeah. I told him offers on the table for him too. Like, it's just make sure we're getting shit done. We're being good partners. Like, we're figuring out ways to make money. Like, it's the same thing with Twitch. That was the other thing. Mm-hmm. Jackson was very passionate about that, and Alex followed it up, and it's really true. It's just like, we're not watching the Twitch streams. Like, we need to be doing that because you either subscribe and we get money that way, or you're getting ads run on you. Like, it's so easy. You open it up on your phone, you swipe it to the right, and you don't even know it's there. You can mute the audio, you just leave it playing in the background or something. Just like,
they don't give a fuck.
Just have some, yeah, it's the bottom line. Just have some fucking respect. I guess it's hard to come by nowadays.
Yeah. My biggest thing from this company meeting is I want people that want to be here. And that goes for everybody. Everybody. I want people that want to be here. This week, I'm meeting with all the summer interns and basically, hey, are you staying? Are you going? What's the deal with you? I want people that want to be here is my biggest thing. I want people who are team Trey. I want people who are team this company. I mean, a perfect example. Like, I use this guy all the time, but Jackson Law, that guy would do anything for this company to the point where like, I wouldn't do some of the things he would do.
Like eating 50 nuggets. Would you eat 50 Chick-fil-A nuggets?
No. Jackson Law offered to pay for Sophie Sargent's salary. That guy bleeds this company. Nobody who would do that. Who as like an employee would offer to pay another employee's salary?
Yeah, Jackson's just a great person, but
I want people who bleed for this company. That's the bottom line to me.
I don't think it's that much to ask for either.
It's really not.
No. But I think the company meeting was good, though. I don't know if you heard any other feedback. We haven't really talked about it since, but
I haven't heard from anybody on it.
It was first of all, it's the first time since I've been here, and I started in late January that we've all like been on a company-wide meeting on Zoom, which was Max was literally sleeping because it was 4 a.m. his time. Like you just like when you do shit like that, you just kind of remember like you were in like Kane and Max were talking about video games, and like we forget that like when we're all in a room together, like things are just like kind of normal. Like we're all just like human beings. But I think it was good. A lot of what needed to be said was said. I think obviously there's still some stuff that needs to be worked on.
Yes.
because it was a lot of it was all talk as of now. You said it's Monday. That meeting was Thursday night. We weren't watching streams this weekend.
Nope.
Like
Was anybody even streaming?
I think we have one stream since then.
Not great.
We had one stream since the meeting, but and there was still 6-7 viewers, unacceptable. There were 30 people in the call that night. I don't know. It's just things need to be said. People that had shit to say said what they had to say, and I guess we kind of just see what happens. There's really nothing else that we can do at this point.
Yeah, I still don't think everything's been resolved, but we'll see how it goes.
No, it definitely has not all been resolved. But did you think it was going to get resolved with snapping your fingers?
No.
Yeah. So I mean, then, do you think we're better off or worse off before the meeting?
5% better.
Wow, 95% worse, or just the rest?
No, I'm saying just mostly the same.
I don't know. Do you feel better about yourself getting what you had to say off your chest?
No, not really.
I wonder if anyone felt that way, because there were a few the same people talking, but I'd be curious to know what everyone else thought.
I think the only thing that helped is Brian Tan and Ken Lander decide they want to be guidance counselors.
Have you gotten any guidance counselor messages since then, or no? I guarantee you they haven't gotten any.
Probably some. Probably a few.
That you were okay with handling, or you would have preferred them to handle?
Yeah, I was fine with it. Because it wasn't 700. It was a couple.
So hopefully you just tell everyone to message them, and no one wants to actually message them, so no one actually does it anymore, and no one cares. Everyone can just work on their own.
You know what's going to end up happening? Nobody's going to message them.
Of course not. No one's going to message them.
Mm-mm.
But they just they look like great people because they volunteered to take on all of our shit. They are better people than I am, both of them. No shot. Fuck that.
We did mention the Tanner Pike countdown. He did not hit the mark.
He had a good week, though. He had
a good week.
I don't. And we kind of talked about this early last week when the countdown first started. I wasn't gonna applaud him being a shithead up until last week and not doing anything, but him putting in effort shows me something. So I'm not gonna cheer for him and be like, "Yeah, good job, Tanner," when he's got one post down out of 20. But with 14 out of 20 down, I think that was a good week. A lot more.
Good week. I still think he deserves to be on the survivor list because he didn't hit the mark. He's still way behind on hours, but he's here.
He can't throw a dud up. He can't go from 14 to nothing. He's got to. We'll see how NBA free agency goes.
I could have just fired the kid, but I didn't.
Why? Yeah, I'm glad you didn't, because those are 14 posts that wouldn't have gone up. One of them was in the top 5 posts of the month.
Really?
The Gruden one.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. We could talk about that a little bit. Our top 5 posts of the month are from Arav, I think, or
Which
AR, the tennis one. The Wimbledon.
Did he do? I think that was Vivek. Vivek's
maybe.
the tennis guy.
Oh, sorry. Fuck.
I
guess I'm the producer, so I would be editing this out, but I'm not going to. Yeah,
see,
no.
What I say in the beginning, this show needs to be fucking put more effort into it. It's I'm not going to edit this out.
Well, because I make myself look bad, but it's not my show. I don't care.
See, not your show.
Shut up, Trey. You know that's not the fucking truth. I'm here. All right. While this loads, yeah. I mean, actually, I'll ask you this while it's waiting. What'd you think of our overall July production, considering it was July, our first ad deal month, one of our first new ad deal months? Obviously, that's not continuing, but go.
I thought it was okay. Actually, you know what? I think it was probably pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, mostly because, hey, we got a new survivor rule. I think that helped.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Carl and Garrett have new survivor privileges based on what was it, Saturday?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
24 posts went out, and the both of them had 22 of them.
Garrett was on a warpath. Obviously, Garrett did. Fucking
I'm giving
went hard.
both of them extra survivor treatment based on that effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was the last one was Carl's show. I wonder what Garrett's show is going to end up being. There could just be a point where like the list gets like the people voting are just going to outnumber me, and all I know is I'm going to get sneaky nominated by Garrett, and then I'm going to get voted out by AR and Vivek and fucking Eric Reynolds because they.
The list is shrinking. That's what these people are. They don't quite see.
All right, he was the 8th post of the month, but still top 10, pretty good.
All right.
And yeah, it was. You were right. It was Vivek. Both of them. Put his team on the back. Put the team on his back this month.
They did well. Those high schoolers, they did well.
We'll see what happens when everyone gets back to school and shit starts again. What everyone's availability becomes, because I'm really interested in the fall.
Well, the fall intern class has just been opened up. We'll see who we get for there. Semi-optimistic.
We had a good class, so if you keep that same like interviewing energy, weed out the fucking dimwits. And I know we're kind of wrapping up the internship class, but like, what's going to be our completion percentage? How many of these people are going to be legitimate bloggers for us?
I think most of them. We'll see. I'm meeting with all of them this week or next week or whatever. But I mean, this is probably not what people would think, but we've only had one person complete the actual internship and then leave.
This semester or total?
Ever.
I was last semester, right? I was with me.
Yeah.
It happens. But I guess not really, huh? Doesn't really happen.
One time.
I just think I'm excited for new writers, because with new groups of writers comes like a new breath of like energy and a new.
I mean, if we get new writers and I'm still out posting the group, there's a problem.
Yeah, but here's the thing when it comes to outposting the group, Trey, is that like any given day, if you're in a bad mood, you're gonna do it, and you're fully capable of doing it, and like you are like the pro blogger. You know how to do it. It's literally fun. You do it probably without even fucking thinking half the time. Like you could probably put up 15 in a few hours if you're bored.
Not in 2 hours. I can't do 15.
It's a few hours.
Yeah.
So like anytime you want to fire someone, let there be no mistake. Like you can fire someone. We could put up 40 blogs in a day.
But if there's a whole new fall intern class along with the ones we already have, I mean, it can't happen.
I mean, like there are days where like I can't blog, and Carlos can't blog, and Alex can't blog, and Garrett can't blog, and like there could be a day where you just get kids that can't blog because we got shit going on, and you know it could happen. We'll see. I'm kind of I'm plotting out my day when I'm gonna try and put up my Carl number. Well, I have to do it. I was thinking either 24 for 24 hours in a day. Like I just need 21 because I need to beat Carl. Or at least tie.
I guess the last you want to do 21 in a day.
I'm gonna try. I mean, it's gonna take a lot of like effort beforehand. Like I'm gonna have to pull some strings and have some good topics lined up, and you know. But one day I'm gonna call my shot. You're not even gonna know what happened. It's gonna be boom, 21 post-op schedules.
Vegas is getting close. It is. It's getting really close.
Where's my flight information, Trey?
We'll figure that out.
Okay. All right. But yeah, it is getting close. The closer and closer we get to football season, the more and more I get hyped about it, because first of all, that's a really interesting time we're going to be there in October, because
hell yeah,
all 4 major sports same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to really say anything right now, but like the Mets are in first place in August, and I don't know, like if I got some October
apparently like the
World
World Series of Poker's going on while we're there.
I feel like that. Good thing you already booked the housing then, because that shit would have gone straight up.
Yep. Thank God.
It was a solid squad coming. It's gonna be a fun time. Mm-hmm. Alex is right though. It's gonna be a content factory. We gotta make sure we're getting shit done. Have you talked about any of your plans, your content plans when you're there on air yet, or no?
No, but that's a decent little topic.
Yeah, let me hear what you're thinking.
I know for a fact that I plan on doing a live episode of That's Some Cheese every day. Every single person's gonna go on it.
Like at the same time,
No.
or we're gonna like
one day it'll be this person, next day it'll be that person, next day it'll be that person. Every day we're doing it. Right when I wake up.
See, I feel like right when you wake up, have a nice little night recap. It'll be before anyone actually wakes up. Well, that's gonna suck. Cause like you wake up at like fucking 7:30 in the morning. So if it's my turn to do cheese on like a Thursday morning, yeah, I gotta be like shit. Wake up at 7:30.
I'll mess around for a couple hours and then we'll do it at 9.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm excited for just in-person podcast recording and seeing what that is like and how we all just to meet. I mean, I've only met you and I met Alex, but just to meet everyone, it's so weird. Like we all talk every day and you hear from the same people and you feel like you know them, but you really don't know them. You've never even fucking seen them.
It'll be interesting. Last thing I have is Chickster had his baby.
Congrats, Chickster.
Yeah.
Huge deal. And he's still fucking trying to do a fantasy show. Like, dude, someone volunteer. Give the man a fucking day off. Like, he's had a kid. Step up again, try and do it. Might be you.
You want me to do it?
I don't know. I can't do it this week, so we'll figure it out. Yeah. Congrats to Chickster. Huge deal. How many followers we have this company or parents?
I have no idea. Oh, I forgot to count the deactivated Slack accounts again.
Oh, fuck. That was kind of on me too.
Whatever.
I have no idea how long we've been going, but what I was going to say is, are you done with Vendetta stuff? Or you? Because I really need to know what you think about the baseball shit. What else you got? Who else you want to call out?
I think that's good. I think that's good. We'll do baseball stuff. I'm disappointed in the Sox.
I'm disappointed in the Mets too. But why are you disappointed? We'll have our venting sessions. You can go first.
Chaim Bloom, man, you were given a gift. This team is better than what you thought they were going to be. I don't care what he says. They're better than what he thought they were going to be. He goes out there. He gets Schwarber, which I've always been a Schwarber guy. Always have been a Schwarber guy, especially in Boston. Schwarber, hit a homer. It's going to be great.
The name.
Schwarber. He's going to be great. But Hansel Robles.
Name I was not expecting.
What the fuck, man? Hansel
was he
Robles?
Considered like a buyer's receiver, like a buyer's reliever? Like, was he like going to be?
He's the Twins closer.
Yikes.
He's got a 4.91 ERA.
Brutal. I thought the bullpen's been good, right?
It has, but they got two guys that aren't going to contribute to it. Austin Davis, they trade. Michael Chavis has been a bum, but I mean, what's Austin Davis going to do for you? That was just like they got the Schwarber deal done before the deadline, the day before, and I'm like, all right, tomorrow's going to be the day we get some relievers, we get some starting pitching. Let's go out there and get some arms. Fucking Hansel Robles and Austin Davis.
The Schwarber,
it just crushes the soul. Like they go out there and they lose 3 in a row to Tampa. Like I know the players felt that. I know they felt that.
It was a horrible swing for them just in general. Everyone thought they were going to get more. I can't believe they didn't get. I can't believe they didn't get Rizzo. He would have been perfect. And the fact that he had to go to the fucking Yankees, but yeah, no, I'm actually pretty pissed about the Mets too. To be honest, however you feel about Javi Baez as like a hitter right now, and he's an electric fielder, but he just doesn't solve this team's issue. Like he's just a Band-Aid because Lindor's going to come back. You put him at second. Our issue right now is Michael Conforto. You just didn't get bats for him. And Chris Bryant would have giving it at-bats everywhere, and so I was just pissed. And then they fuck up Kumar Rocker. They let him
That
walk.
was brutal.
So bad. I mean,
that was brutal.
As like the deadline was yesterday at 5 p.m. and it turned out the Mets never even gave him a contract to sign, which is crazy. But
Why'd you pick him then?
The details that were coming out, well, that's what I just don't know if I'm in like a fucked up like media world where like I only see like New York, because the Mets have a lot of beat reporters and there's a very good split. 2 are very pro franchise and 2 are very pro like fan and the opposite shit. And everyone was just spitting this like propaganda that this dude did not want to get. So apparently he didn't let any MLB teams test his health or do any physical stuff. So no team had his information. And then this is where it depends out where your source is. But like I heard that's normal for some first rounders. And I heard it's not normal for some first rounders. So that's what I'm saying. It's just like it's a fucking endless circle of misinformation. But bottom line is they missed out on
Baez is the only guy they got, right? And Trevor Williams.
They got Rich Hill a few days before.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Baez just doesn't seem like he was probably the last guy on that team that I wanted. Well, we obviously didn't need Rizzo with Pete at first and Domin left, but we just need to take a bats away from Conforto because he fucking sucks. He's getting benched for the second night in 3 games. Like, and he's in a contract year.
He's not good.
I have a feeling he's gonna end up in the AL East.
I don't hate the Baez move by itself, though.
Well, he's just an inconsistent hitter, and
he's a loose cannon, but he's somebody I would want for 2 months.
Yeah,
he's a spark plug.
I really hope they don't resign him. That was the other thing.
Yeah, that's the problem. You can't give him the contract.
I wanted Bryant because I think that he actually would be a fit for this team, just because of the versatility. You can keep a guy like VR, and you can keep Dom Smith, and you can move your lineup around, and especially because no one knows what the fuck is going to happen with JD Davis. And
I like JD Davis.
I know you do. I don't know why. I've never really been a fan of him. He
hits.
He had 1 good year, but like he doesn't really hit, and
he hits
not well enough. Not well enough.
He hits better than Dahlbeck.
Fine, but like they're actively trying to replace Dahlbeck. Like the Mets didn't try hard enough to get Bryant. But that's the other thing is maybe all these owners just fucking hate Steve Cohen so much where they're going to make him pay so much more because, again, Mets propaganda circles. But like I heard that we were the only team that were asked like too much for Chris Bryant. Meanwhile, the Giants let him walk for pretty much nothing.
I wouldn't say nothing, but it wasn't a big deal.
Supposedly they wanted Jeff McNeil with them.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. They only asked for a major league player from the Mets.
Maybe they didn't like their prospects.
Nah. The Mets supposedly have like these 5 great prospects, and then everyone else sucks after. I mean, listen, we don't have to do a Mets prospect show, but
I'm just so disappointed. Then I don't know how much Schwarber's going to play first base, and
but he's versatile too. He can play.
I think he blew it. I think Bloom blew it.
I really hope not, because I don't want to see the Yankees have a stretch. You can't finish behind the Yankees after all that talk.
No,
you can't.
No.
And of course, the Yankees got better. I wish that didn't happen. I wish they didn't get better, but they got better.
I think the Rizzo trade I'm more pissed about. Gallo, I laugh about.
100%. And the Rizzo trade was huge, but they really just they went all in. And not only that, they went all in and said, fuck you to Luke Voigt, who would have been considered to be part of an all-in team.
Yeah.
You know? But how many of them, you think any of them go back to Chicago?
Maybe. I don't understand the angle of ripping the Cubs here.
Like no, don't rip the Cubs.
All these fans that are like, oh, imagine if all these guys were on the same team. It's like, dude, you don't know anything. You sound like such an uneducated dope.
Okay, however, if I was a Cubs fan, I'd be fucking furious.
I wouldn't.
Because you're thinking like long term, but like I don't know.
I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed if I'm a Colorado Rockies fan sitting there and Trevor Story doesn't get dealt.
I don't know if you saw my Symbol Losers post, but they were the biggest loser.
But
just not getting rid of them. It was
like
a joke.
Chicago Cubs, You have to trade those guys. Have to.
No, as far as an organization, you 100% have to trade them. But like as an emotional fan, like no, I love those guys. Like KB to Rizzo, final of the World Series, broke
That's
the curse.
fine.
Like so to see all those guys just shipped around and get your fucking teeth kicked in.
That's fine, but you
Trey
had
Turner
to do
was
it.
not one I was expecting to see go. And
No, that was
kind of
the
shocking.
fucking
for me.
Dodgers.
Fucking MLB baseball reporters in general.
They suck.
Dude, I got so mad. Like I got duped and I hate getting duped. And then the worst part is like I think I realized I got duped and then I still let it sit for a little bit until I actually was like, oh no, like you're just flat out wrong.
Ken Rosenthal, that's rare for him too.
I was pissed. Yeah, if it was fucking Bob Nightingale, I wouldn't even thought twice about writing the blog, but I was like, oh shit.
Apparently he was wrong too, by the way.
Who?
Nightingale.
He's always wrong.
He reported Bryant to the Mets.
Of course. Yeah, that was the final. That's why they didn't get him. I wonder if he does it on purpose or he's just like.
Nah, I think he's that dumb.
Sports reporters in general. But overall, it was an awesome deadline. A lot of fucking trades.
Was.
It's going to be a fun rest of the baseball season.
Yeah.
Maybe not for me and you because the Mets.
I'm not going to lie. Part of me almost thinks Toronto's going to come back and get it. They were aggressive. Brad Hand, Joaquin Soria, Jose Barrios.
Urias, right?
Jose Barrios, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Crazy. It's just baseball is like the best and the worst. Like if I was losing, I wouldn't have cared about anything by now. But that's her.
Even when the Sox are really bad, I'm always watching the deadline, and I've been doing extensive research on every single prospect they get back.
Yeah, the Mets are in win now mode, and they didn't really do enough to win now. I don't think. We'll see. And DeGrom was gonna be out for the season. They knew that 2 hours before the deadline. Didn't make a move for another pitcher. God knows what's gonna happen. I bet I have like in the worst 2-week stretch: Dodgers, Giants, Dodgers.
Yikes!
That's Mets baseball for you.
All right. I don't even know how long we are time wise here.
No clue.
But I'm good. I'm good with this.
Alex back next week.
I hope so.
There you go. You hope so.
Yeah. All right. That's gonna do it for that. Some cheese. Thank you to Kriegs Korner for sitting in. I do want Courtney on the show one of these.
I wanted Courtney on this week too. It would have been good.
She needs some airtime. But anyway, make sure to follow me, Trey Dalbert. Trey Dalbert on TikTok, Twitter. Show handles. That's some cheese minus the E for Twitter, and that's some cheese or _ that's some cheese for the Instagram. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.